alternatives. Veggie burgers have been around for a while. Are these new products any different? Meat alternatives aren't new. They have been veggie burgers available in grocery stores for a long time. But the meatless meat products on the market today are different in one important way. An alternative meat like a Beyond Meat burger or the Impossible Burger is a product made from plants that is meant to taste like meat, be marketed to meat-eating customers, and replace some of those customers' meat purchases. That's what makes them different from veggie burgers, which have typically been aimed mostly at vegetarians. There's another kind of meat alternative on the horizon. So-called cell-based meat products are made from real animal cells but are grown in a food production plant instead of taken from animals raised in captivity and slaughtered for consumption. These aren't on the market yet, and some are skeptical that they'll work out, but they are meat alternatives too, and they might be part of the big picture as we try to move away from relying on factory farming for supply the meat consumers want. Caroline Bushnell oversees retail research at the Good Food Institute, a nonprofit that works to promote meat alternatives. Veggie burgers have been around for many decades. Plant-based meats are still just getting started. The next generation is really designed for meat eaters, so the stakes are higher for what the products need to deliver on. People really like the taste of meat. Instead of trying to convince them to eat a kale or quinoa bowl, why not try to make meat for them in a better way? The rise for meat alternatives was driven. Researchers and marketing experts told me by one realization that alternative meats didn't have to be a niche product just for vegans or vegetarians who make up about 3% of the US population. There are lots of Americans who are meat eaters and always will be, but who are up for trying plant-based products as long as they're tasty, cheap, and nutritious. Those consumers, not vegetarians and vegans, would be the target of the next generation of meat alternatives. The teams behind meat alternatives work to ensure their products have the flavor, macronutrients, balance, and cooking experience of meat. The Impossible Burger famously blends thanks to the meat protein called heme, which the company produces from yeast. The leading companies that produce meatless meat products have actually gone out of their way to make sure their product wouldn't be tarred as just for vegetarians. Burger King's Impossible Whopper, for example, comes slaughtered in mayo, not vegan at all, and when I went to get an Impossible Burger at a San Francisco restaurant, nearly every selection paired it with bacon bits. So what's the big difference? Veggie burgers are a niche product targeted towards vegetarians, but the makers of the meatless meat are betting they can find their way onto everyone's plate.
Thank you everybody for watching, and don't forget to add more vegetables and fruit in your diet.
Bitch sandwich, bitch sandwich, bitch, 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 burning kush, big sandwich, bitch, balling out, big sandwich, bitch, counting cash, big sandwich, bitch, cashing out, big sandwich, bitch, Gucci bags, big sandwich, bitch, icy wrist, big sandwich, bitch, pinky rings, big sandwich, bitch, purple drinks, big sandwich, bitch, purple pills, big sandwich, bitch, passing out, big sandwich, bitch, turning up, big sandwich, bitch, walling out, big sandwich, bitch, big sandwich, 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 big sandwich, bitch.
Have you ever met a hating ass bitch? Keep hating on the sideline and got up all the pitch. you're dumb. Showing off, big sandwich, bitch. Balling out, big sandwich, bitch. Turning up, big sandwich, bitch. Cashing checks, big sandwich, bitch.
Big sandwich, big sandwich, bitch. Big sandwich, big sandwich, bitch. Big sandwich, big sandwich, bitch. Big sandwich, big sandwich, bitch. Big sandwich.